Yo dog, Kenny Boucher here, acting substitute host of the Long War Battle Reports. Today we're going to be doing another 3-part series of Inside the Mind of a Tournament Gamer.
Do-do-do. In the mind of me.
Inside Juice for a 3-game tournament series. I am very excited to see what the future holds for us.
And this is the game that a lot of people have been waiting for. Not only, we're not in the Beach Laboratory anymore. This is me and you, Kenny.
Oh
Round
my God.
2.
I had no idea. I was like, I'm going to get inside Juice and me all in one game?
Absolutely. We're getting inside. We're getting inside of each other.
All day.
So let's lay the groundwork here real quick. This is a Vanguard Strike game. There's a total of 4 base objectives and relic. The 4 base objectives are scored a little different. So basically, one objective that's worth 1 point for me is worth 2 for you. The one that's worth 2 for me is worth 1 for you.
Yeah, basically objectives on my side of the table, which are easy to get for me, are worth less to me, but more to you. And the reverse. So it's obviously, it's promoting us to leave our deployment zone to get to the other person's deployment zone.
And what better game for us to play each other than in a mission like this, where that's exactly what we want to do. I'm going to have outflanking units. I'm going to have some speed units. You obviously have all the speed. You know, I've got some flying guys. I'm really looking to see how this goes out. Turns out, excuse me. So one thing I did want to talk about that I'm a little kind of hesitant on is the 3 duplicate units that you have. You can do spawn, Mauler Fiend, spawn, Mauler Fiend, spawn, Mauler Fiend with psychic buffs. I know how tough that is to kind of chew through. I am not knowing how this is going to play out.
No, yeah, I've never played this before because we're actually playing ITC, so I dropped Bellicor. Those points let me bring a Mayhem pack in, which has underperformed the entire tournament, which is the 3 individual Chaos Dreadnoughts that deep strike in and go crazed every turn. Mm-hmm. Additionally, I have 3 Mauler Fiends and 3 units of spawn. So I still have 6 walkers and 3 units of fast moving spawn. So I mean, I have warp charge points and I have a lot of units. So I'm feeling pretty good about distracting you and getting up in your grill, but obviously you always have a play that I never see.
Yeah, basically I do want to mimic that as like the Mayhem pack against a lot of people could be not useful, right? But like against me is I don't have a random melt-a-gun that isn't going to shoot for the first 3 turns anyway that you're giving me a target to shoot. For me to actually be able to deal with that unit
you have to
one-on-one, I'm going to have to assault it, and everything that could kill it in assault costs over 300-400 points.
Yeah,
so
it's true. Like, I mean, yeah, it's true. You have nothing but 300-point units that can destroy it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it is definitely kind of it's getting a little hectic on where I'm going to be able to get the points from to deal with these certain individual units, knowing that the brunt of my army needs to go head to head with you. So this is going to be one for the ages.
Here it is, revealed. Coming in with the new Chaos list. Obviously, we're playing ITC, so the last time you saw me play, I didn't have 3 Mauler Fiends or 15 spawn, but I did have Bellicor. So
I'm liking this, dog. It's in the mind of tournament juice and Kenny's 40K players.
Inside both of us.
Yes. Usually got to pay extra for that.
Definitely. 2 minds, 1 video. So the thing here is, though, I do know how your army plays because we're best friends and we talk all the time and I see all your videos. So I'm definitely going to take middle field instantaneously, but I'm not going to make any more moves until I assess your first turn because I got to know the decisions you're making. You actually made me go first. You did not let me go second, even though that's not what I wanted. So obviously in my second phase, I'm going to throw out some endurances. I'm going to throw out a forewarning to protect the Mauler Fiend. A lot of thought did go into it based on like where you're going to put your hive turret. I'm trying to get as much cover for all those spawns as possible. So I feel pretty strong that you're not going to do that much damage on your first turn.
Yeah, and so basically what's going to happen now is I keep measuring that relic, measuring, see where I want to go. So this time I don't have to worry about grounding and killing myself turn 1 via some stupid little bolt pistol. So I'm just going to have my hive tyrant go out and do what he does.
Yo, I got a bolt pistol in my army.
Yeah, you got one. That's sometimes all you need. So basically, he's just going to take some pop shots right now at this first Mauler Fiend, and then basically what's happening is I've got the double bubble happening. And you see in the back closest to my board edge, I had some extra gaunt spread around. You're going to see going forward, I'm going to use those to extend my front line.
Absolutely. So classic juice bubble screen. Now I have to decide if I want to take any bait or if I want to like crate bait because you haven't left me. You've really protected your line on the left flank, but you've left me a little gap to get on a Damasher on the right. And I don't know how much you care about it, but I need to get in there because I see that you're clogged up here.
Yeah, and then also, do you see where I was trying to block you where my Hive Tyrant was? Because actually, even though he's flying in the air, you actually can't move through him and get within. So I was like, I can do like this combo, little bit of stopping his movement here plus this while leaving a little gap.
Yeah, and the thing is, you can go under a flyer as long as you can clear him. So that's what I'm banking on. That was clutch.
That was a clutch close off and on Enfeeble right there.
Yep. So I'm going to have to make these guys Eternal Warrior, and I'm going to have to try to get to that Demastron if possible.
Because you wanted to come in with Strength 10 with the Mauler Fiend and potentially just instant kill the Demastron, right?
Correct.
And then isn't that some Dreadnoughts in right sitting next to my Demastron and on the Sky Shield landing pad?
Yep, actually brought in the Mayhem Pack this turn. They deep striked in, threw a couple of melter gun shots out. I'm just trying to distract you in the backfield, clog you up. So I engaged that Demastron with an Eternal Warrior unit and hit your Gaunts on the flank with a Mauler Fiend, trying to turn your Bubble Wrap against you so that you wouldn't be able to get back in the combat with Swarmlord this next turn.
Yeah, and that's exactly what a great point, because I'm not really worried. Neither one of us are going to kill each other in that combat, but clogging up so much right in front of where I potentially want to be at. Okay, so now my Gene Stealers come into play, and I don't have to worry about getting bolted to death. So what I do is I'm moving my 6 inches with my run or whatever else as well, lining them all up. So now I either have a play later turn for that the Mayhem Pack guy that's in the back left corner, or I'm just going to keep moving forward going after those spawn.
Yeah, no doubt.
I also dropped the Hive Tyrant. He is absolutely on the ground, about to shoot blasts and everything else into the Mayhem Pack, or one of the Dreadnoughts in the Mayhem Pack. Also, the Raveners have moved on top of the Sky Shield, ready to assault either which one I want to, as well as Optimus Prime there.
No, absolutely. You're definitely giving yourself all the options to get first blood this turn. But I forgot. We select our secondaries. I don't think either one of us selected first blood for this.
No. And then, so Lictors came in. So now I've got all within that little corner where that bubble was just circled. I've got Raveners, Hive Tyrants, Gene Stealers with a threat, Lictors, the Demastron. So, I mean, I got a lot of firepower there.
No doubt. It's but I do have faith in the responsibility to hold strong, because it turns out 3 wounds apiece, toughness 6 with 4 Ephemeral Pain.
And immune to instant death.
Yeah. I know it's obnoxious, and I'm not trying to kill anything here. I'm just trying to keep I keep not casting force. I'm not trying to kill that Demastron just yet. So obviously, coming into my turn, I have to make some decisions. Like how strong do I want to come this turn?
Yeah, and exactly, and because of how resilient that one unit is. So I see you shot through the gap there, and it brought potentially 2 Mauler Fiends down to bear.
Yes. So now that the Bubble Wrap has been sucked into the Mauler Fiend, this is the time to make things happen. So this is a serious turn for me. I have to get Endurance, and I have to get Enfeeble. These are 2 things that have to happen. And the thing is, I have 2 Enfeebles out. But unfortunately,
look at this. Look at this one dice.
Yeah, one dice.
Oh, you passed it with 1? You knew I was going to stop it with a 6.
I knew you were. So Enfeeble's huge here. So I got a 3 dice pass. I was hoping for more. And you blocked these on 5s. But yep. You weren't able to do it this turn. So this is crucial. 2 Mauler Fiends coming in on a toughness 5 Swarmlord and Bodyguard. Guess what happens? Well, turns out there's nobody left. You're all minus. Like nope. Even with the rending, you're talking about everyone's -1 strength, -1 toughness. So we instant killed the Swarmlord. We made very short work of the Swarmlord and company. That doesn't happen very often. But I have the right tools to do it in my army, and I pulled it out this turn. So that was huge. That was the whole reason I clogged you up that way. That was so huge right there. And I want to talk about how Optimus Prime off the charge could not take down that Dreadnought. No, sometimes you roll bad.
Yo, I was like, I just need to get 2 4s out of these 5 wounds. No problem. Did not happen. So now I've got some. So now the Hive Tyrant is back in the air. He's back in the air, and now you don't have as much protection on both of the Mauler Fiends.
You're definitely going to blow up a Mauler Fiend if you get to shoot his butt.
Yep, and that's exactly what's going to happen there. Optimus Prime. So also, I do want to talk about these Gene Stealers coming in on the right. They are literally moments away from potentially saving my life by getting the Demastron out of combat with those stupid spawn unit.
Yo, it's been turns. We've been in combat for game turns.
And I'm talking about with the Demastron, Lictors, the Raveners, and now Gene Stealers. Like, it is everything. I'm having to put everything to bear to try to, just get my Demastron out of this one combat.
And they're still holding. Holding. I still have a spawn or 2 in there with my sorcerers still holding. And so this is only 1 unit in my spawn. This is what I'm always talking about how good they are. I literally have 2 other units of spawn and are just waiting to see what happens before they get involved.
Yeah, and this is an objective-based game as well, so you're just sitting on those objectives like, yo, if I don't need to, I'm not going to.
Yeah, exactly. So it turns out 1 unit with endurance is enough.
Absolutely.
So obviously I'm bringing my cultists in, trying to stay in objectives, and no one's made a move for that relic yet. And I think I'm going to pick it up this turn with the spawn. I think they came in underneath the Ives Bridge.
Yeah, and then right there's actually one of your sorcerers, if I'm not mistaken, is attached to that unit. There's got it.
He's my warlord, yeah. So I keep my warlord there because in these Nova missions I always choose warlord within 6 inches of the center at the end of the game as one of my secondaries. Because I always try to hold my warlord back anyway, so it seems pretty easy if you have a pike to go 24 inches in the last turn.
Yeah, and sit wherever you want.
So is this the turn you're going to get rid of the spawn?
No, this is the turn in which, yes, I do, but you pick up the Damashron because you were able to enfeeble it, and that last Mauler Fiend was able to shoot through.
Yep. So now we've getting rid of 2 major bug threats. We have 2 Mauler Fiends still alive, which are hard for you to deal with. We are currently holding the relic, and your only objective secure unit is tied up with another Mauler Fiend.
Yep. It's not looking too good right now.
No, it's looking strong favor for me at this point, because at this moment in the game I have no idea how you're possibly going to take the relic away from me with my objective secure unit that's going to be near it.
Yep. So basically what happens is the Optimus Prime drops down, backflips off the Sky Shield, takes out that other Mauler Fiend. So now I feel secure. I've got my corner back.
Yep. And so now I'm moving back with the spawn with the relic. I'm gonna move the horrors all up around the relic to have objective secure near it. So in my mind, I'm gonna super buff these spawn because in my mind I'm really focused on these spawn. I'm like, I can't have them blow through these spawn and have them drop the relic. I'm just really focusing, in my opinion, on the wrong unit here. In hindsight, it's 2020. So I forewarned them, endurance them, and I made a unit of Demonettes. This is actually crucial because the Demonettes, I didn't get a good enough run roll on them. I was looking for that clutch 5 to turn into an 8 to bubble wrap your unit, and I just couldn't do it.
And I'm going to rapid fire here what I have to have happen. So basically, Gene Stealer's Raveners hauling ass moving past. We've already determined I can assault, clear those gaunts, or clear those guys out with the Raveners. Now I'm like, oh, my Hive Tyrant is still alive. I move my 12 inches, get on the ground, and I'm like, between my Flamer and 6 shots, I have to physically kill, I think it's 7 models, Kenny?
Yeah, I think it's 7.
That are objective secured, and now we can test Relic.
Yeah, because you're on the ground next to my spawn, so basically I should put all those special powers in my hordes, but I got so hyper-focused I didn't think about this play, and this just shows how expert Juice is. Juice knows how to do this with Hive Tyrants. I would have never thought in a million years that he was going to do this with the Hive Tyrant, getting exactly the right position to clear out enough guys that he would take my objective secure from me, and here it is.
Yeah,
I need at least 1-5. I don't get any.
I'm getting hyped just watching it.
Yep.
So I was able to clear off there. And guys, look at if you want to go back, rewind back and look at the end of turn 4. There was no way the game was over. Like I didn't even think that some things could happen, but you always make the play.
Yep. And so that was I feel like I got hyper focused on the wrong unit there. Should have put the forewarning and endurance on the horrors, because it would have kept me alive against the Flamer, and I would have had a better invulnerable against the shots. Didn't think in a million years that was a play Juice can make, but that's, like I said, that's an expert move with Flying Hive Tyrant. So as the game stands, we both have one of our own base objectives, and we both have one of our enemy's base objectives. We tie on primary. We both picked up literally every one of our secondaries that we picked for each other. I picked Linebreaker, get my Warlord in 6 inches, and I marked the Damashron for death.
Yeah, I did marked. I'm
pretty sure you did Linebreaker, marked, and something else that was easy for you to get.
Yeah. I can't even remember. Maybe at this point in time, I can't remember. But guys, let me tell you, what an amazing game. We tied all the way down the middle, complete tie. So I am really happy going in after 2 games so far with running such a such a non-competitive Nid list. And what an epic 2 first games of this tournament.
Absolutely, and it just reminds me like how good someone can be with an army that they play for the love.
Oh man, God bless.
Deleted scenes, bonus content, and all the interviews and post-game wrap-up videos can be located in the Hall of Veterans on thelongwar.net. Visit thelongwar.net today and try a week completely free with no strings attached. That's not all. TheLongWar.net is also your hobby resource for exclusive early access with an ad-free experience to all your favorite videos. Members of the Hall of Veterans gain early exclusive access to multiple hobby videos.